from the Marble City and beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee on the University of Tennessee campus. It's a USL League One regular season match between One Knoxville SC and Union Omaha here on ESPN+. A great matchup at Regal Stadium. I'm Zachary Rodier as we take a look at the standings, and both these teams very close together, knotted at 22 points for both teams respectively, but Union Omaha, they have 2 games in hand, and head coach Mark McKeever for One Knoxville said 3 points would be huge for his team tonight. Talking about Knoxville, let's take a look at one of the players to watch tonight, Ilya Ilic. He's also an assistant coach for the team, bringing that experience and really understands the pulse of the team. He has 3 goals this season, 2 of them on penalty kicks. He's 2 for 2, and the penalty kick you just saw, he scored that against Union Omaha, but was able to get this playing goal here as well for his 3rd goal of the season. Now for Union Omaha, it's Connor Doyle, the McKinney, Texas native, and he has the all-time assists for the club with 12 and has 3 this season, but he also has 8 blocks and is playing that full soccer game in the attacking third, but also on the defensive side. And he's someone that could play in huge with dishing the ball out tonight. We're just minutes away between One Knoxville SC and Union Omaha. Going to be a tight, great matchup tonight in Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll be right back here on ESPN+. The matchup here at Regal Soccer Stadium.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back on ESPN+, as we are just a few minutes away from One Knoxville and Union Omaha matching up in what's going to be a tight game. And let's look at the first time these teams ever met in Omaha. It was a 1-1 draw. Noe Meza got the penalty kick goal, and it was a beautiful one, able to make it 1-0. But right off the corner kick, a penalty in the box, so Ilya Ilic, he would take the penalty kick, and he converted, and it was 1-1. And I was asking head coach Dominic Casiato what this would look like, of course, with both teams playing each other in the past, and they've seen each other once now, which could be good for both teams. Looking at One Knoxville, Peter Swinkles will be in goal today as Sean Lewis is out with a head injury. Jay Keegan, 27 goals, second all time, and he has 5 this season for Knoxville. And for Union Omaha, they are going with a 3-4-1-2. And it's going to be Ian McGrain in net, his second match this season. He played this past Saturday and allowed 2 goals. And Meza and Dos Santos going to be in the forward positions. Meza, 20 goals in all competitions, but this season he has 9 goals, which leads the team. As we are ready to go here in Knoxville, Tennessee. As One Knoxville will take the kick, and we are underway at Regal Stadium between One Knoxville and Union Omaha. Knoxville with possession early. Skelton lofts it up, goes into the box looking for Keegan, but it goes out of bounds, so a goal kick here for McGrain. The Kingston, Pennsylvania native, 6'5", college experience at Monroe College and Wisconsin Green Bay. Last season, St. Louis City and MLS Next Pro. Ball will head back to Swinkles, who boots it down the field. Aerial duel won there by Omaha. But Milanese turned it over there to Skelton. The ball pops back out of bounds. Knoxville 3-4-3 at home this season. And with the quick turnaround, both teams trailing after losses. Union Omaha 2-0 loss to the Hailstorm. And Omaha, of course, we see 2-4-2 on the road, and I was just talking about Knoxville. They fell to Greenville 1-0 on Saturday, and as we look at the records here, I was talking to head coach Mark McKeever before the match, and he said they have an appreciation to play at home, sleeping in their own beds. He said it can be the worst thing, but also can be the best thing because they want to get back on the field and right the ship after Saturday. As the ball goes back out of bounds, it's going to be Omaha's ball. Milanese throws it in, receives it back. Knoxville tried to put some pressure there, but Doyle sliding it back to Palacios. Ball bounces back out of bounds. So Knoxville's going to regain possession here in early minutes at Regal Stadium on the University of Tennessee's campus, just near the Tennessee River as well. As One Knoxville throws it in. That was Danny Fernandez. Stoppage of play and a foul. Ball will get turned back over to Knoxville. No chances really for both teams so far. Let's look there at JP Skierce, wearing the captain armband right now. He's won 120 duels won this season. As it's booted away by Fernandez into the attacking third for One Knoxville. Aerial duel won nicely there by Brito. Another one bouncing off Meza, and it's Knoxville able to have possession. Skelton will hand it back to Swinkles, who lofts it into the midfield. That one goes out. It's going to be Knoxville's ball as last hit, Union Omaha player. Derek Waldeck leading the league in 107 cross passes. Just throwing it in there. The Santa Clarita, California native. Waldeck was unable to keep it in. Tried to use the speed, but bouncing off his boot. And McRain with another chance to try and move Union Omaha into their attacking third. The Owls looking to really bounce back here. Dominic Castellato said that even despite the 2-0 loss to the Hailstorm, he said he doesn't think they deserve to lose. There was a deflection and fluke goals and not too far off from where they want to be, and that the key is just to continue to play their structure and game. As Omaha put it right there off Waldeck, so it goes out and the Owls will have possession. It's Waldeck who's been putting pressure in the attacking third and on the defensive side. Look for him to continue to try and put things on tonight, looking for his first goal of the season. Palacios tosses it in. Dolabella off to Milanese. Steers and Milanese play catch. This goes back to Meza. The Sunnyside Washington native lost the ball. Meza tried to put pressure there, but Kelly hands it off to Johnson, who slides it back into the midfield. Pressure from Keegan right there on Mastrantonio, but it goes out. Select, the official match ball supplier of USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Back in bounds, Sawehi. The Frenchman played it forward after sliding it back to McRain. Both teams, despite seeing each other before, seems like a feeling out process so far between both teams, as Skelton just slowed things down, hands it off to Illich. Brito put pressure, but Knoxville still maintaining the ball with Fernandez. Skelton lost it there. Coming in, looking for a chance. That was Dos Santos. Wasn't able to find Meza, and Knoxville surviving that attempt. Turning around in front, Brito! Missing right there. A beautiful chance in the box. And Swinkles was not happy after that. They get another look here. Meza just with a light tap. And then it goes off to Brito, who misses. You can just see Swinkles not happy at all with Danny Fernandez there. But it's Swinkles who will take the goal kick now. That was the first real chance we've seen today. Dolabella make a equipment change there with his cleats. Aerial Dolwan there by Skiers. There's Keegan. One Knoxville bringing it back to their defensive side. Fernandez off now to Waldeck. Fernandez and Skelton able to move it up, looking for Waldeck as he is tripped up for a foul. A yellow card coming out, and that going to Junior Palacios, the Colombian. Shown the card for the first time today. So you just see Waldeck doing a great job keeping it in. Palacios, that was 18 versus 18 action there. Palacios obviously putting the challenge there, but just tripping up Waldeck. Not much he can do after going for the challenge. And now a golden opportunity for One Knoxville on this set piece. Waldeck and Callum Johnson there. Getting ready for this free kick. Callum Johnson puts it into the box, headed away by Union Omaha. Rebound chance, and it's in! Danny Fernandez off the set piece, and One Knoxville goes up 1-0 early in the match. It was chaos in the box for One Knoxville. You see the aerial duel won by Union Omaha. But Fernandez able to clean up the rebound and boot it in for the goal. Fernandez getting his first goal of the season. And the Spaniard helping Knoxville up early in the match. You can see that big smile on his face. It means a lot to get that first goal. And he has a lot of experience in the past, playing with the LA Force and then with the Chattanooga Red Wolves for the past 2 years before coming to One Knoxville in the new project, as it's their first year in League One play. If you're Palacios, who took that foul, has to definitely hurt. It was Omaha who had the pressure offensively, and now Knoxville getting that early goal, really starting to put a little pressure on Omaha to try and respond. And Knoxville, with just one set piece so far, able to make it worth it. Kelly. Back to the defensive line for Skelton. Has 97 clearances, leading the team this season, and also with 11 blocks. He hasn't missed a minute all season long. We'll see if that continues tonight. Skiers goes down. Let's get a call on the foul. As JP Skiers taking a second. Now is Callum Johnson just putting pressure, the left foot, just tagging Skiers there, and was able to put him down onto the pitch. Moving the ball forward quickly is Union Omaha. Dos Santos, chances. The ball trickles back out of bounds. Palacios, who took the foul that cost the Owls early, throws it in. Knoxville throwing that one away, goes out of bounds. As we take a look here at the injury report, and we talked about One Knoxville. Sean Lewis out with a head injury today. That's why Swinkles is in. And also James Thomas out with an ankle injury. And for Union Omaha, Stefan Mueller out alongside Eddie Gordon, who's one of the Nebraska natives, part of this Union Omaha team. A challenge by Skelton. As a player for Omaha goes down. It's going to be a dangerous set piece, as that was Dos Santos. We get a look here at Mark McKeever. A lot of experience in the past from Scotland. Previously, of course, coaching for Des Moines and Young Harris College, but a 5-game winless streak for Knoxville against a very important Union Omaha team in the standings. He said 3 points would be very, very huge for his club tonight. So on the set piece, Noe Meza taking the free kick. And actually that goes in. A fake out, Palacios. He gets it in. The redemption for Palacios after taking the foul that cost the Owls the goal. He ties it at 1 apiece.
Union Omaha goal scored by Junior Palacios.
Meza was in the position that he was looking to take it, then quickly Palacios faked it out, and Peter Swinkles was stunned. That going to the back of the net, and Palacios, look at that smile and celebration. He knows the foul that cost his team a goal early, and now he redeems himself, and the game is 1 apiece. So a lot of action in the first 15 minutes there at Regal Stadium. Looking for more now is Brito. Puts it into the box. Looked like Swinkles had a deflection there, but he'll get called that he will get the goal kick. Palacios from Cali, Colombia. Last 2 seasons playing for Miami FC and USL Championship. Experience in Florida in the past with the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, the Boca Raton in NPSL, and for the Florida Soccer Soldiers in the UPSL. So first time moving out of Florida in his professional soccer career. Swinkles boots it far. Aerial duel on there by Meza. And that's 2 wins in the area for the Owls, which they've done a great job doing that so far tonight. A foul called, free kick will come for Omaha. Played back to Sawehi. To Palacios. He's had himself a busy night so far as we are in the 17th minute. But now some back and forth action. Looking like these teams are starting to feel each other out again, similar to the start of this match. Turned away quickly, looked for Illich. Lost there from Skiers. Nice keep in from Brito. Back to Palacios. Sawehi. Frenchman handing it off to Mastro Antonio. It's from Cernia, Italy. Back to Swinkles. Slows things down. Skelton. Had experience with Mark McKeever in the past. He was the Des Moines Menace captain when they won the 2021 title. Transferring to Knoxville January 12th, 2023. Mark McKeever said despite knowing Skelton and other players in the past, whether that's from Des Moines or Young Harris, it's a new system for everyone, the coaching staff, the players, and the familiarity does help, but they're still all feeling each other out this season in the new Knoxville system. Palacios tried to bring the ball down. Skelton, though, was able to head it away. Take a look now at Dominic Casiato, his first year with Union Omaha. 3-1-1 in the last 5 matches, and they've been on a good streak. Didn't start this season the way they wanted. And they had 2 wins in their first 12 matches. Been able to turn around since. And in their first 3 years, they've made the playoffs and are looking to continue that streak in year 4 this year. 3 points tonight would be huge for that goal. Defended nicely, goes back to Callum Johnson. That will go out of bounds, but Knoxville and Sean O'Hearn, a Lancaster, Pennsylvania native, walking to the ball. He throws it in. Back to Skelton. De Santos. I think Fernandez there. Playing with his foot. Fernandez goes down. Foul called. Vanderplum trying to come to Fernandez's help too, and a free kick. Santos didn't seem very happy with that call, but nonetheless, it'll be Skelton taking the free kick. Minutes into the match, was fireworks early. Fernandez and Palacios getting a goal each for their squads. Swinkles boots it down into the attacking third. Fernandez. Put it down. Lost back to go out of play, as Waldeck going to take the throw-in. Tosses it in. Vanderplum lost it. Goes back off a Union Omaha player. Waldeck will try this toss-in again. Waldeck tried the fancy play and went off him and out of bounds. So Palacios will take the throw-in for Omaha. Palacios, 26 years old. Got his second goal of the season tonight. He also had his fourth yellow card of the season, which cost the first goal of the game. Palacios with a foul here. Will we see a card? That could be very costly for his team. Going down there was Illich. It looks like Palacios will not be handed a card there. Just dripping and hitting Illich from behind. Taking the foul, and with Palacios already having a card tonight, a second yellow would have been very costly early in the match. So Omaha escaping one there, but a set piece in the attacking third with another chance to take the lead for one Knoxville. Callum Johnson from New York hands it back to Vanderplum into the box. Just missing the header was Villalobos. Excuse me, that is Jordan Skelton. Look there at Sean O'Hearn, Lancaster, Pennsylvania native. Had some professional experience in the past with New England Revolution, drafted by Minnesota United in the 2021 MLS Super Draft. Meza and Jalen Chrysler colliding. Lots of collisions so far in this game with a lot of plays in the air. Looks like Chrysler got hit in the face as he's able to now get up. Talking to the officials. The referee tonight, Joe Sergin, assistant referee Ryan Starr, Donovan Eubank, and the fourth official tonight is Josh Rush. Lofted deep into the attacking third for Union Omaha. Brito puts it into the box. Swinkles absorbing and catching the ball, denying Brito and the Owls of any opportunity to try and take the lead. Looked like Brito was looking for the possible pass. It was Meza right in front, but Swinkles with great timing. Just his third match of the season. Able to keep this a 1-1 game. The average is 2.5 goals allowed per 90 minutes. It's Palacios. He handed it back to McGrain. It's been a busy first half, especially the first 10 minutes or so. Fernandez and Palacios both getting goals this match, and Palacios, of course, getting that yellow card that allowed Union Omaha to be on the defense and Knoxville SC to get the first goal. Looking in front, Kelly missing the net. Goal kick now for Union Omaha. McRain will take it. Large height, 6'5". Trying to cover that net to the best of his ability. Of course, Rashid Nuhu has played 15 matches so far this season for Union Omaha, on the bench tonight. Green played this past Saturday as well. Omaha looking on the attack. Meza unable to get there in time to keep the ball in. So it's Jalen Chrysler slowly getting to the ball to throw this thing back in. Chrysler didn't play last game, had a yellow card suspension. He leads the league in 9 yellow cards. And Mark McKeever, I asked him, a lot of yellow cards this season for his team, 54, which leads the league, and he said he's not going to ask his team to play any differently because the officiating's different from one game to another, and he just wants to focus on his team playing the game, but of course is excited to have Chrysler back in the lineup. Back into the midfield. Knoxville booting it off to Waldeck. Looks for his chance. Blocked. Waldeck again. Saved by McRain. Waldeck with the rebound, using that right foot to definitely give it some height, but the speed slowed down a little bit and allowed McRain to track that ball nicely and keep the match at 1 apiece. Kelly off the Waldeck, who receives it again. Playing catch with Vanderplum. The Dutch native also reunited with Coach McKeever after playing at Young Harris College. As the ball goes out of bounds. Had experience in the past with Cincy Dutch Lions, and in 2021 USL Championship Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Play down for a free kick for one Knoxville, going a little too early there. So Knoxville try it again. Yes, and Vanderplum, 1 goal this season. Set things back up. Pass to Fernandez. Defensive block by Palacios. Knoxville maintaining possession. It's Illich. Slows down, tangled up by Skiers for a foul. So another opportunity here will come for Knoxville. Illich doing such a great job just pushing the ball forward, forcing Skiers to tie him up there, draw the foul. Illich has that experience playing at Young Harris College with head coach McKeever, but with stints all over to bring experience to Knoxville. Gain the assistant coach position as well. Callum Johnson with the free kick. Headed away by Master Antonio. And Knoxville still maintaining position as it slides back to Vanderplum. Swinkles will take his time. And then just his third match as a first-year pro. McKeever said development comes from opportunity, and this is a great chance, despite Sean Lewis's head injury, to educate himself, have growth. And I asked McKeever, what do you think the keys are for Swinkles tonight? And he said, just keep the ball out of the net. He's done a great job despite allowing one goal so far tonight. Fernandez rolled that ball out of bounds. So Union Omaha will throw it in, but we're gonna get a hydration break in Knoxville, Tennessee. Both teams just getting back ready for a second part of this first half. It's been a busy one, very exciting for both teams. Each getting a goal, and we've talked about how tight these teams are, and they've been showing that tonight so far. We'll take a look now at goals leaders from across the league. Trevor Ammon in the Golden Boot race with 14 goals and 1 assist, but Noe Meza, he has 9 in 16 matches, trailing Ammon, and then Terzaghi and Anderson with 9 goals respectively as well. So a three-way tie in that second position, but Meza only having 16 matches. If we look at the assist leaders, Arthur Rogers, Miguel Ibarra, and Garrick McLaughlin in that list. 7 assists for Arthur Rogers, Ibarra 6, McLaughlin 5, and Rogers, of course, the player of the week from this past week. We'll discuss that later during halftime. But Knoxville will look here versus Chattanooga, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. This coming Saturday, they play Central Valley Fuego, and then again, they'll travel back to Nebraska and face Union Omaha August 5th. Look back at Union Omaha after this match. They'll play on Saturday as well at Lexington SC. And then they'll head back home to Werner Park, playing South Georgia, Lexington, and then face off against One Knoxville again. So just a few games in between when these teams will meet again for the final time this season. As the hydration break is over, and a hot day in Knoxville, Tennessee. 87 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity 60%. So definitely a humid and hot day right near the Tennessee River at Regal Stadium. Meza tried to put pressure, but Skelton, a nice job rolling it away, but Union Omaha with offensive pressure now. Brito tries to deke through. Behind his back, looks to Skiers. Palacios checks back to Doyle. Lobella. And booted away by Fernandez. Pop back into the air. Johnson. The skeleton as you hear the scruffs. The supporters for One Knoxville trying to cheer on their team to their 4th victory at home in League One play. They were in USL 2 last season before moving up to League One action. Making it into the playoffs for their first year would be a great start for the club. But the 3 points tonight could hold crucial in the matchup. Illich. Look there for Keegan. He goes down. No call. Waldeck. This opportunity was blocked. Keegan not happy with the call. That play continues. As it now goes out. Both teams getting back into their positions here. Brito handed it off to Skierson. There are the scruffs in their Marble City jerseys and other jerseys supporting their team. And a great crowd at Regal Stadium in just their first season. And they are definitely excited for the years to come. Slow play in the past few minutes here. As Union Omaha trying to change it right now. Ball lofts into the box. Headed away by Waldeck. Palacios with the ball. And Waldeck nicely hands it off to Kelly. Back to Waldeck. Stops and starts to Kelly. Keegan. A chance blocked. And Jalen Chrysler putting Noe Meza down. And Chrysler will receive his 10th yellow card of the season. A league high. And not a type of call he would want after returning from his yellow card suspension of 1 game. He stuck that right foot out, tripping Noe Meza. But luckily for the Owls, Meza seems up and ready to go. Into the box, chance for Johnson. Ball goes out. But Union Omaha will retain possession. McRae, who hasn't been tested in the second part of this first half, will take the goal kick. Boots it into the midfield. McRae had to boot it away from a possible opportunity from Kelly. A foul called. That one going on Dos Santos, and possession and free kick off to One Knoxville. Dos Santos shaking his head there, wasn't happy with the call earlier in the match. He has 1 red card this season, 2 yellows, 24 shots on goal. Trying to just create opportunities. Talking about shots from Union Omaha, 233, second in the league, and head coach Casciato said They definitely want to put shots on, but they have to make sure they're getting in the goal as well, and that's what they're looking for tonight and in the second part of this League One season. Skiers, they'll throw it in. Goes off Fernandez. So Skiers will toss it in again, actually. He waits, lets it through, and a whistled call. By Joe Surgan. Skiers will try again. Ball out of bounds again. And Skiers with yet another throw-in. This time he hands it off to Meza. Brito. Back to Skiers. Brito losing the ball to Johnson. O'Hearn. Off to the races. Ball goes out. And O'Hearn with a nice play. Able to bounce it off Union Omaha. And he'll have the throw-in. Fernandez. Looking for his options. Hands it off to Waldeck. Keegan into the box! And Callum Johnson's denied from Ian McGrain. His second match standing tall there. After he hasn't been tested in the past few minutes, Keegan able to keep it in. Off to Johnson. And McGrain, he kept his eye on the ball that entire time to keep it out of the net. Waldeck back into the box. Miss goes out. But Joe Surgan says it's a tip. And Knoxville will have the corner kick. Just a few minutes left in the first half, but Knoxville with a chance to go up 2-1. As they will get the corner kick. Derek Waldeck has 25 key passes this season. For his team, he'll take the corner kick. Waldeck played at Stanford from 2016 to 2019. All Pac-12 first team in his senior year. Waldeck lofts it in. Looked like it hit the head of McGrain. As he punches it away. Header! Right there from Jalen Chrysler. McGrain stands tall again. And Knoxville's doing such a great job every time they have a set piece to create chaos in the box. Illich lofted it, and the header from Chrysler. McGrain bobbled it, but he was able to retain the ball on the second chance. And that miss from Dos Santos. Not happy. Missing just a golden opportunity there. So back-to-back chances for both teams. Swinkles. Put it into the midfield. Knoxville. Victor Vanderplum. That one from the Dutchman goes out of bounds. So Skiers, who has 3 goals this season, they're all headers. Brought it in and tied 8th in the league with the most header goals. all-time in League One history. We'll see if he can get a goal tonight from his head to push by Terzaghi, who has that record with him. Kelly with the challenge, won the ball for Knoxville. Player goes down, believe it's Dos Santos. Play will continue. Fernandez. Off to Vanderplom. Knoxville and Skelton slowing things down. It's Fernandez. The through pass to Illich. Johnson. Looks back in. As we now hear 3 minutes of stoppage time will be added. As a yellow card handed.
Fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of stoppage
That one
time
will go
in the
to
first half.
Jordan Skelton, his 6th yellow card of the season. He's looking for his first goal, and see if this yellow card affects his playing time today. As he still has not missed a minute all season long. Challenge and trip there from Sean O'Hearn. Will give the Owls a free kick. Union Omaha just looking for a chance here. It would be great to go back to the locker room with a 2-1 lead. Palacios has the ball now. Ball goes out of play. And the throw in from Fernandez. Skelton lays the ball up as it goes to Kelly. Back to O'Hearn. Looked for Illich right in the box and headed away by Joe Brito. Corner kick now for Waldeck and one Knoxville. They've continued to put pressure and chaos in the box during these set pieces. And if they can get a goal right here, that would be huge for their squad as they will soon head to the second half. Waldeck lofts it in. Headed away. And gets called for a foul. So not much on the opportunity for one Knoxville off that corner kick. Maybe a few more seconds in this first half. McCrane. He'll take the goal kick, directing his players in his second match this season. And that will do it here in the first half. After McCrane throws it away into the midfield. 1-1 for both teams. It was definitely an exciting first half. And we talked about at the very beginning of this match how close it was going to be between both of these teams. And we've seen that so far tonight. 1 goal for one Knoxville, 1 for Omaha. And for both teams, Fernandez and Palacios getting goals respectively. And we'll be back on the KUB Fiber halftime on ESPN+.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league, the USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer, bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back to the KUB Fiber halftime, and it's been a great game so far, but let's take a look at Saturday's highlights where all 12 teams played in USL League One. North Carolina FC and Forward Madison. A great game took place in North Carolina. The Mingos, they went up 1-0 after a big goal from Derek Gebhardt. A foul there, but things continued forward for the Mingos. Gebhardt looked right there to Nazim Bartman. He was able to make it 2-0 for Forward Madison, but North Carolina FC, they did not give up. Olex Anderson able to bury it for his first goal of the game off the corner. Anderson again for a brace. 2-2 North Carolina and Forward Madison in full time. Richmond Kickers and the Charlotte Independents. That was a great game as well, as the Kickers able to bury the first goal of the game. Ryan Sirakowski in the 8th minute, right in the box, able to make the Charlotte Independents pay. But a nice deflection and kick right there from Joel Johnson in the 11th minute. The Independents didn't wait to knot things up, but the Kickers continuing to fight back in the second half. Emiliano Terzaghi in the 61st minute put the Kickers up 2-1. Charlotte Independents continuing to push. Dresser Mabuyu buried it. 2-2 in full time, and these two teams took a draw. Moving on, South Georgia Tormenta and the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Right off a corner kick, and burying it right there is the Schwann Nebhard in the 10th minute. Trying to go in now is Chevon Marsh looking for a goal. He's tripped up for a penalty. It's time for him to take the PK, and he gets it in. 1-1, South Georgia and Chattanooga. Now, for another chance, right in front, Sterling, he was stripped up, but Carlos Aviles, he's given the red card, knocked out of the game, and Sterling taking the penalty kick, and he makes Chattanooga pay 2-1. As Tormenta trying to defend here, but Chevon Marsh, another brace in this weekend, as he gets the goal in the 56th minute. But South Georgia, they continue to put goals on. Makwele Akale looking for it, and he buries it right there. A beautiful goal for South Georgia as he celebrates. Does he have more in him? He's tripped up right there for a penalty. He's going to go to the dot, Well, Lefe not happy with that call, but Aquale makes them pay 4-2 for Tormenta and Chattanooga in full time as South Georgia celebrates the win. Greenville and one Knoxville. It was only one goal. We've continued to talk about it tonight so far. Leonardo Castro, he got the one goal, and Knoxville, they're looking for vengeance and bounce back from a loss tonight. And we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the second half. North Colorado FC, they took on Union Omaha, and Trevor Ammon continuing his marvelous season, getting the goal in the 39th minute, that first one. And Union Omaha on their toes here. Trevor Ammon receiving it, deflection, it goes in. A brace for him, and it's a weekend full of braces in USL League One. Head coach Ammon Zayed enjoying the win there. Central Valley Fuego FC and Lexington SC in the final game of the weekend, as that is a penalty or foul right there. Jose Carrera Garcia with the red card. Central Valley Fuego, they didn't matter with a player down as they get the goal right there. Maximus Eck in the 48th minute. Jordan Chavez continuing, heads it in for the goal. 2-1 Central Valley Fuego FC. Lexington, they would not give up, going for one more goal. Adestiu buries it into the back of the net, but that would be it. Central Valley Fuego getting their first win since Adam Smith. 2-1. We'll now head to break, and we'll be back for more action.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
Welcome back to halftime between one Knoxville SC and Union Omaha. Let's take a look at the news and notes around League One play. Brian Sierakowski becoming the first player in League One to score a goal with 4 different clubs. That's with Richmond, Forward Madison, Tormenta FC, and New England Revolution 2 when they were in League One play. The player of the week was the reigning defender of the year in Arthur Rogers. He recorded the 5th 3-assist match in league history, becoming the player of the week, and we see a familiar face on the team of the week list as well, Angelo Kelly, representing One Knoxville SC. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule in League One play. Charlotte Independence and the Greenville Triumph, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on ESPN+. One Knoxville SC and Union Omaha, they will respectively play on Saturday for their next matches on ESPN+. We will be back here for more action on ESPN+.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league, the USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer, bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back on ESPN+. My name is Zachary Rodier, and what's been a great match so far between One Knoxville and Union Omaha. Let's take a look at what happened in the first half. It was a busy start in the 10th minute. A free kick after Palacios' foul and yellow card. Callum Johnson put it in to the box, and rebound from Fernandez for his first goal of the season. Able to bury it past Ian McGrain in his second match this season. And Fernandez helping Knoxville go up 1-0. Noe Meza was going to take the kick, but fake out Palacios into the back of the net. Burying it, making up for his early yellow card, kissing to the sky, and making it a 1-1 game. Waldeck was looking for more for One Knoxville. Keegan right to a chance for Johnson, but McGrain, he was looking great and able to make the save there. Another set piece for One Knoxville. They've been creating chaos in the box all night. And just another chance, that one coming from Chrysler, and McGrain still standing tall. As we look at the shots, it's been heavy in Knoxville's favor, 7-3, and target 4-1. But let's look right here. Possession 50-50, and that just shows you how tight both of these teams are. As we entered this game, it was 21 goals conceded for both teams. So very close for both teams, and we'll see if we end in a draw or if one team is able to break through. Zachary Rodier along our great ESPN Plus crew, ready to get this second half underway. One Knoxville and Union Omaha. 3 points for either of these two teams would be absolutely huge, as they're knotted at 22 points, 7 and 8 respectively for Omaha and Knoxville. That ball goes out of play for one Knoxville. They will take the goal kick, some substitutions. Frank Ross coming in. Callum Johnson, he goes out on that substitution. Ross from Scotland, 3 goals this season. And Jimmy Villalobos coming into the match as well. The Bakersfield, California native, as Sean O'Hearn comes out. Luis Gill coming in. Pedro Dolabella out for Union Omaha. And Luis Gill having so much experience in the past, 34 key passes into the pitch, and Dion Akoff coming in for Palacios, who had a very busy first half with a goal and a yellow card. Again, Fernandez got Knoxville up 1-0, and then Palacios was able to get the goal. He now sits on the bench. As Union Omaha defending against Knoxville now. Chrysler boots it down to Kelly. That's McGrain, who's had a great game so far. Just watched the highlights, and he was big, able to keep this match at 1 apiece. McGrain lofts it down. Real to 1 by Union Omaha, but Skiers is able to hand it back to Omaha. Checking back to McGrain. He takes his time. Goes back into the midfield. That was Sawehi. And coming back the other way, Melanese. Left to heel. Melanese and Skiers playing catch. Union Omaha trying to create something now. Chance going in there from DeSantos. Peter Swinkles is able to make the save. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2023, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Foul called on Jalen Chrysler. Union Omaha with the free kick. Chrysler already with a yellow card tonight. Total of 10 this season. He has to be careful, especially in a 1-1 match. Either team would not want to take a second yellow and a red card and be down a man. Skiers boots it away. Plays that full game, as we were talking about earlier. Head coach Dominic Casiato said he can do a little bit of everything. He's the leader of the team, and in most entries he is able to do everything for his team and put everyone in the right positions. And they're leaning on him tonight to try and get some more offense out of the Owls. Kelly. Held on to the ball. Defended from Milanese and Heel. Chrysler. Back to Swinkles. Chrysler, who was the runner-up for the Defender of the Year. Lost that ball and went off Union Omaha out of bounds. So Knoxville and Chrysler bring it back in. Swinkles will recollect, take his time. Meza puts some pressure and Swinkles decides to handle it. USL's second annual summer showcase signals the start of the sprint to the finish. Philip Goodrum and FC Tulsa head west to face Romario Williams and Colorado Switchbacks FC. FC Tulsa and Switchbacks FC Wednesday, August 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Slow start to the second half. Both teams are being very careful. They both want these 3 points, and you can definitely tell the nerves a little bit from both these teams. They don't want to be that player making the mistake. And we'll see if either team starts to become a little bit more desperate as the clock ticks away at Regal Stadium. Crowd watching the match from the stands and also the grass as Swinkles will swallow the ball. As Santos was right in the box having an opportunity. Swinkles did not want to allow that chance. He boots it in. The Scruffs and one Knoxville fans in Tennessee watching on tonight. Beautiful 87 degrees. The University of Tennessee. Of course, this field is shared by UT Soccer squads, and Knoxville using it in the summer. Well, the teams are off for summer break. Skelton. That's the ball to Omaha. It's Luis Heel to Meza. Foul by Vanderplom. Meza doing a nice job. Excuse me, he caused the foul. As Knoxville between the legs for a chance. It's Ross. Behind the back kick does not go. That was Jake Keegan looking for his sixth goal of the season. Kelly goes down, and the fans cheering on. They're gonna get a throw-in for one Knoxville SC. And actually, it's going to be a free kick right at the line. Another set piece for the team in blue. Ross, beautiful chance just off the tip of the boot of Keegan. A little too high. And that was almost 2-1. Waldeck will take the free kick. Look for continued chaos in the box. That's what Knoxville has continued to do tonight. Waldeck lofts it in. Headed away by Omaha. Meza to Dos Santos. It's a race for the ball. Villalobos ends it back to Swinkles. Into the midfield. Headed down to Heel. Hill with a lot of experience, U.S. men's national team program. He had MLS stints in Real Salt Lake, and then went to Mexico and left the MLS to play in the 10 role where he's wanted to play, and now back to League One action to get back into the United States soccer, as it's going to be a goal kick for Swinkles. Definitely an interesting match. You have both these teams very tight with each other, and then you have the two goalkeepers who, by statistics in the games they've played this season, both being the backups, and they've both had great games tonight, though McRain has been tested more. Ball goes out of play. Chrysler will throw it back to Skelton. Knoxville in the midfield. Turned over to Steers. Off to Luis Heel. Boots it down! And a miss. Swinkles leaped over. But Luis Hill, looking for his first goal of the season, missing it there. So you look at Hill again, just a tad to the left. But a nice opportunity to take the shot. We mentioned it in the first half. Omaha likes to put a heavy amount of shots on. They haven't followed that game plan tonight. 8-5 for one Knoxville. And the expected goals right now, 0.31 for Union Omaha, 1.12 for Knoxville. Nonetheless, we're knotted at one apiece. Turnover off to Dos Santos. Brito races to it. Into the box, looking for Meza. And deflecting off Jordan Skelton. And it appears we were going to get a corner kick. And we will. Connor Doyle, we talked about his assist at the beginning of the show. We'll see if his fourth assist of the season comes right now. Hand up, he's ready to go. Off into the box. Header by Skiers. Dos Santos tried to head it into the goal. I believe a foul from a handball from Dos Santos. Looked like it touched his arm. He's continuing to argue with Joe Sergin. A nice chance for Union Omaha. The header from Skiers. And then, yeah, it does look like Dos Santos' hand touched the ball, causing the foul. Back to Swinkles. Into the midfield. Defensive play from Dos Santos. Back to Luis Heel. Offside is called. And Knoxville will get possession. The Women's World Cup kicks off next week. Play along with the Women's World Soccer Bracket Challenge presented by USL Super League. Win super cool prizes, including a new 75-inch Hisense TV. Go to uslsuperleague.com/bracket to play now. Kelly stops and starts. Off to Ross. There's that. Will go out of play for a goal kick to McGrain. So composed tonight. Obviously having experience in the past. AFC Ann Arbor, Stumptown Athletic, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies in 2020 in USL Championship. And of course having that stint in MLS Next Pro in Louis City, SC St. Louis last season. Thrown in for Union Omaha. Meza. Played it back. The Owls breaking in. Meza missing. A deflection coming from Skelton, though, able to keep it out. And Union Omaha will have another set piece to try and take the lead. A nice entry for Omaha. And the right idea for Meza, trying to put something on net, and the deflection, of course, now making a corner kick opportunity. Connor Doyle, ready to go, puts the kick into the box. Goes off Illich, and Doyle will have another corner kick opportunity. A player went down in the box. And nothing will be called, as we will have another corner kick. His second time the charm. Doyle lofts it in. Header! Right there from Dos Santos. Deflection by one Knoxville SC, and we're going to have another corner kick. So great job for Union Omaha right now, creating chance after chance into the corner kicks. And Doyle, now from the left side, he's going to try for the third time in just a few minutes. Looking for the lead. Doyle puts it into the box. Header by Skierson, this time possession. 4-1 Knoxville. A whistle's called. And we will have a substitution. There'll be a substitution for both sides. Gallardo will head in for Steven Dos Santos, and Kyle McDowell will go into the match as well. And Gio Calixtro, he heads in for his third match, coming in for captain Ilya Illich. And Waldeck, he came out as well. So Calixtro checking into tonight's match. He joined the club July 10th. So joined the club very recently, was able to ask Coach McKeever about him. And he said he has the hunger of a young player. He works hard, he sees the game very well in his teammates, and he has the composure, and he hasn't had much opportunity so far. The two matches he's played after coming in as a substitute have been while the team has been trailing. But now with an opportunity tonight, with the game tied at 1 apiece, to make a difference.
Substitution for 1 Knox. Entering the match is
So substitutions for both teams.
Coming on,
ready to just maybe change
number 10, Illich.
the momentum for
And
both sides.
entering the match, number 3,
It's definitely been an interesting
Tom McDowell.
second half. Not much going on, and then
86,
chances for Knoxville, and
number
then
18.
3 straight corners for Omaha, but they were unable to convert. Calixtro trying to make an impression on Mark McKeever tonight. In his youth, played for the Westside Timbers and the Portland Timbers Academy and FC Tucson when they were in the USL League One, as they're now in USL 2. Union Omaha with possession. Skiers puts the ball out of bounds. McDowell came in for Waldeck, and he throws it in. Wiped off the ball before putting it back into play. Knoxville will get possession again. Fake out throw. Slows down again. Far throw, pushing it forward. Vanderplum checks back to Skelton. Chrysler moving the ball forward. Play back to Calixtro, the Cornelius Orkin native. As the ball slides back to Swingles. One Knoxville moving it forward again. Calixtro checks back. Lost the ball. Union Omaha pushing forward. Beautiful redirection to put it out of bounds for Fernandez. Obviously turning it over to Omaha, but it was a beautiful chance right there for Gallardo. So now the Knoxville defenders able to come back and defend this chance for the Owls. Skiers. Far ball out of bounds. So Swinkles with a goal kick again. Skiers wearing the captain band. Trying to help his team to a victory as the match is 1-1. Foul is called. Connor Doyle goes down. And Gio Calixtro is shown the mustard. And that is his first yellow card with one Knoxville. Just see. He gets his hand up high on Connor Doyle, which will cost him a card. We're gonna get a free kick. Doyle getting checked by the trainers right now. You're on the left side of your screen. Again, he was hit up high, and he's putting his contacts back in. Possibly that came out during that collision with Calixtro. And Doyle, he's had a lot of experience in the past. When he was at Creighton, he was teammates with Dianakov. He's his teammate now on Union Omaha, and Doyle sees clearly now with the contacts back in, and he has the ball to take the free kick. After a foul from one Knoxville. A Chance for offensive pressure. Doyle takes the free kick, lofts it into the box. Header from Skeers misses. And it goes out of bounds for a free kick, or a goal kick, excuse me, for Swinkles. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the XM app. Ball back in play. Swinkles puts it high into the air. Ross trying to get the ball for 1 Knoxville. Turns back to the other way for Noe Meza. Meza plays it forward. Swinkles makes the save. He's down. It was Gallardo who had the chance. And Swinkles in pain. A collision with Gallardo. You see Noe Meza played it nicely after looking for his options. In the collision, and a cleat right to the front part of Swinkles. He gets back up. Gabriel Claudio is the backup keeper tonight. Claudio actually sometimes plays defense, but in the situation right now for Knoxville, with Sean Lewis out with a head injury, he's the backup keeper. Another chance for Meza. He is unable to get a touch on it. And Kelly boots it into the midfield. But it's called that ball went out. Back in the attacking third, Melanese will throw it in. At Regal Stadium, handball from Noe Meza. Zachary Rodier there on ESPN Plus. Great matchup between both these teams. We'll see if one of them can break through to help their squad with a valuable 3 points in the standings. Richmond number 6 in the table. And top 6 teams make the League One playoffs. Villalobos. Back to McDowell. Villalobos again. For Chrysler, but it's Kelly who keeps it in. He looks for his options. Kellikstro into the box, headed away by Omaha. Kelly again. Checks back to Chrysler, lofts it into the box, headed away by the Owls. Chrysler off to Kelly. Kelly hailing from Honduras. After 4 years in USL Championship, he boots it into the box. Goes out, but still in play. Kellikstro tried to get a touch on it. And Luis Heel looks back for Noe Meza. A race for the ball. Meza looking for reinforcements. Plays it off. And a foul. Will it be called a penalty? And it is not. Brito cannot believe it. Let's take another look. Noe Meza handed it off to Brito. And Brito went down from the hand from Yassine Vanderplum, but no penalty kick. And that's a very crucial play. And you know, in a 1-1 match, a penalty kick is huge. And talking about Union Omaha, they have not had a penalty kick attempt all season long. And the team's going for a hydration break right now. Was very close there for Union Omaha. Let's take a look at the goals for both teams so far tonight. Off the free kick and putting it in is Danny Fernandez. The Spaniard gets his first goal of the season, and then the fake out free kick goal from Junior Palacios. He's now on the bench after a substitution, but he had a busy first half. And Noe Meza, he's cooling off. And I asked Dominic Casiano as we go back to the penalty kicks. He says they've had a lot of entries, Casiano said, but they haven't had penalty kicks. They're hoping it can change. They've had some PKs against that have been agreed by the league that have not been much. And Casiano called it, and I quote, incredible that they haven't had a penalty kick chance yet. And he's hoping in the second part of the season that this can change for his team. You can definitely understand the frustration. Still waiting for that first penalty kick. And, I mean, at a 1-1 game, a very crucial call from Joe Sergin to not award Union Omaha their first PK attempt of the season. After the hydration break, we're ready to continue. Swinkles soars it into the midfield. Union Omaha tried to put pressure, and it's Chrysler. Handed off to Villalobos. Calixtro. Into the box. Header chance. Goes wide from Jake Keegan. Kelly keeps it in. Keegan's chance bounces off. Union Omaha player, but referee Joe Serkin and the other officials, Ryan Starr and Donovan Eubank, saying that that went off Kelly. So throwing that bit back in are the Owls. Luis Gil goes down. Free kick for Union Omaha. The Owls, still some games on the road before they can head back home, as they'll face South Georgia Tormenta July 29th back at Warner Park. Looking for a huge 3 points tonight. It's Milanese who threw it back in. And he'll try again. Toss to Meza. Gallardo right there. He had the opportunity just right. And a miss for Gallardo, the San Diego, California native. Has 2 goals this season. He's had a lot of experience in his past as well. Gallardo, the 25-year-old, just missing, I believe, a deflection from Knoxville. And nonetheless, Knoxville had possession of the ball. Knoxville look for Calixto, but it rolls back to Villalobos. A challenge. And going down, the red card is shown. So Union Omaha will be a player down for the rest of the match. Master Antonio is shown red. And he will head off the pitch. He's still giving Joe Sergin his opinion. You just see the collision, the challenge right on Villalobos, who was in a lot of pain.
Ejection has been issued by the referee to Union Omaha, number 4.
And Master Antonio has been ejected from the match. And Villalobos, he's still down. Villalobos is not happy with that call. Excuse me, Master Antonio, he's not happy. He'll head off. And this match just got a lot more interesting. Dominic Casiatos getting an explanation. And it seemed like the collision from both players, it just seemed that Master Antonio had the leg in between the 2 legs of Villalobos. So the free kick, 4-1 Knoxville. So in the 82nd minute, Master Antonio is shown the red card and he exits the match. So Union Omaha will play with 10 players for the rest of this 90 minutes plus. Calixto, right in front for a chance, was Fernandez. He can't believe that that did not go in. And Calixto pushing it forward, looked right for Fernandez, and McGrain did a great job pushing forward and getting rid of that ball. And Fernandez was looking for a brace. And Knoxville, they have a golden opportunity in front of them, with Omaha playing a player down for the rest of the match. Knoxville's at home. Look for them to use all of that for momentum to try and get 3 points out of this match and take a 2-1 lead. But Union Omaha have the ball now. They'll throw it back in. Luis Hill. Ball goes out of play. He had it. And that card, 4th yellow card for the Owls this season. Other players to get red cards for them: Willis Dos Santos and Gallardo, who checked in after a substitution into the match. Knoxville in the attacking third, pushing it forward. Calixto header is defended nicely there by the Owls. The Struffs are cheering on their team in blue. at Regal Stadium. Zachary Rodier for what's been a tight matchup tonight. In Knoxville, Tennessee, it's Chrysler off to Skelton. Ball lofts in to the box. Header is missed by Calixtro. You can just tell he's so eager to put everything on net and press Coach Mark McKeever and try and get a goal tonight. Header just goes right. And in just his third match, that would make a great statement to the coaching staff of McKeever, Milo, and Bell. But right now it's McRain who's continuing to make the great saves. Well, the shots tilted in favor of Knoxville in the first half. The tide has changed in the second, 13-11 on the total shots tonight in favor of Union Omaha. As we get closer to 90 minutes, we'll start to see both these teams push very hard for the go-ahead goal. In the box, it's booted away from Calixtro, puts it back into the midfield. Union Omaha trying to turn it around. And a quick out of bounds there. And one Knoxville SC. Jalen Chrysler will throw it back in. Fernandez. McDowell looking for the go-ahead goal. Foul. That's from Frank Ross. Upset with himself there. Not what you want to do in the final few minutes. You have the ball in your attacking third, especially with Union Omaha down a man due to the Mastrandonio red card. Both teams would love a win. Right now, 1-1 the score. We'll see if that changes in the final few minutes of this match in Tennessee. Keegan went down, no call. Union Omaha with possession. Into the midfield, aerial duel. Won by Knoxville, but turned back over to Connor Doyle. Noe Meza lost the ball. He was able to keep it in, but a foul. Noe Meza draws a set piece. And the referee goes to his pocketbook and shows Danny Fernandez a yellow card, his second of the season. You can just see Fernandez and Meza, they're going back and forth. That ball did go out of bounds. But with no VAR in USL League One, they're gonna call that a yellow card, a foul, and a set piece right into the box. Headed away by one Knoxville. Chance again, off the crossbar! What a chance for one Knoxville. They're able to keep it at one apiece after they get lucky with the crossbar. Union Omaha almost made it 2-1. Luis Heel. As we get close to 90 minutes, waiting on stoppage time. That one going out of play from Deanna Akoff. And just a beautiful chance right off the crossbar, a game of inches. And Omaha will make some changes. Noe Meza and Joey Brito will head off. For Galvan and Shivani Willis.
Fourth official has indicated 4 minutes of
We'll have 4 minutes of additional time as the ball goes out. So 4 minutes for either team to try and get the go-ahead and possible game winner. Regal Stadium, team 7-8 in the League One table, facing off tonight. The first time they played in League One history, they drawed at 1 apiece. We'll see if it's the same script tonight. The ball rolls back into the defensive side. Swinkles playing out. He has it. Careful here as he goes out of his box. As it now goes out of bounds. Chance right there for Gallardo, and actually Jan-Erik Leinhaus coming in for Knoxville in exchange for Kelly. So actually Joe Brito will stay in the match for Union Omaha right now. Just around 2 minutes and change left. 1-1. Peter Swinkles telling his team to push back. Into the attacking third. He lofts it up high and deep. Pops back into the air. Head away from Sowehi. Jersey tug from Villalobos, not called on Luis Hill. Both teams playing tight tonight. Swinkles pushing the ball forward. He's trying to get his team going offensively, but it's called a handball on Calixtro. So a foul. And possibly one more chance for Union Omaha. They had a chance that went off the crossbar. Sowehi swings it into the attacking third for the Owls. Willis tries to dig through. Hill, the chance! It's in! Last minute goal for Dianakov. His first goal of the season, and it's a big one. The Owls go up 2-1. The possible game winner. And just a few seconds left in the stoppage time. Luis Hill off to Akov. Right into the box. He boots it in to the left side past Swinkles, who leaps. And that one goes in. You see the celebration. And Union Omaha are seconds away from a big 3 points. Akov, the California native, getting his first goal, a big one. Kicked off for one Knoxville. Still a chance for the team in blue. One more, Calixtro booted away from Omaha. Calixtro again. Omaha has possession. The referees are still letting play continue. It's Doyle. The player's down, Vanderplum for Knoxville. No call as the rain comes down in Tennessee. And that will do it. As the rain comes down, Union Omaha gets the win. Dion Akoff with the last minute goal lifts the Owls over one Knoxville SC, 2-1 the final score, and most importantly for Union Omaha, a big 3 points as they now head off to Lexington. Head coach Dominic Cassiato celebrating with his team despite them being down a player from the Mastro Antonio red card. There's Cassiato and Akoff. And just an unbelievable game as we will be back to wrap things up on ESPN Plus 2-1 Union Omaha.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Welcome back here on ESPN Plus. Let's take a look at the highlights. A 2-1 Union Omaha victory. It was the first goal of the game. Danny Fernandez off the set piece. He takes a bow after he got the goal, his first goal of the season. A fake out off the free kick. Palacios looks up to the sky, thanking for his first goal of the game. And then chances for one Knoxville. A beautiful one right there for Jake Keegan, but it goes wide. Noe Meza, he looks in for an opportunity. And right there, a chance for Gallardo. Swinkles said no, but went down with pain. And then the red card came out from Luca Mastrantonio. He was ejected from the game, and Omaha played down a man for the rest of the match. So it was Knoxville trying to take advantage of that. And Fernandez right in front, he couldn't believe that he missed it after a great save from McGreen. Set piece for Union Omaha, chance, crossbar. Somehow that one stayed out. But nonetheless, the Owls continuing to put pressure. Willis off to Dion Akoff, and Akoff gets the goal, the game winner. His team congratulating him. Let's look at the stats. Union Omaha 2-1 for one Knoxville. Shots really changed in the second half. Total 14-12 for the Owls. and possession still worth 1 Knoxville and 1 red card for Union Omaha. After a great game in Knoxville, Tennessee, 1 Knoxville 1, Union Omaha 2. On behalf of our great crew on ESPN Plus, our producer Brady Kujawa, I'm Zachary Rodier saying thank you for watching this marvelous matchup of USL League One play as Omaha up 2-1. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.